question. Very topical subject, I suppose. Very current in the media. A lot of people died from the James Hardie factories, manufacturing plants in the 50s, 60s and 70s. They're starting to see the really bad effects of mesothelioma, which is the ingestion or the breathing in of the asbestos fibres, the small fine dust particles when asbestos is made or cut or broken. So, there's a bit of a stigma about asbestos roofs. People, when they see an asbestos roof, one, may not choose to buy it. Two, there's regulations in place with regards to contractors abrasive or chemical cleaning it so that you can paint it and seal it. And look, sure, you don't need to abrasive or chemical cleaning. You could just throw a primer and a paint on top, but it's not going to stick and it's not going to last. So you're going to be spending thousands of dollars for a couple of year benefit at best. So the best practice these days is to have it safely removed by a qualified contractor, and the most highly qualified contractor to remove asbestos roof is A-class, which is somebody that's licensed to deal with government buildings and schools and things like that. So A-class. B-class is residential. A lot of roofers in the last 10 or 15 years have gone and done a 3-day course and got a B-class asbestos license, and they handle the disposal of the asbestos roof within the organisation internally. And as we've come to see with a lot of cases in Queensland and Australia over the last few years, that people who handle it internally and don't have the third party auditing or checking of the asbestos removal, if you get a lazy tradesman or somebody that feels it's not as dangerous as what we know it to be, they're going to take risks and shortcuts, and that one can impact really seriously on the family, the environment, the neighbours, and your workers. So most professional roofing contractors these days use an external organisation and will use an A-class qualified removalist to get rid of it and put on a brand new Colorbond roof. Look, if you've done the course, yeah, sure it is, and you take all the precautions which are in the regulations with the removal of asbestos safely. Yes, but I wouldn't think there's not too many people out there that would like to do it or would want to handle it or could be bothered doing it, because asbestos is very heavy. It's not a one-man job, it's a 3, 4, 5-man job. So you're going to need to get yourself and 3 other friends along and do a 3-day course to remove your roof. It's always best to leave it in the hands of the professional. They have things like air monitoring equipment, HEPA filter vacuums, the right type of equipment to handle the work. Because you're not just going to go out and buy a special vacuum just to remove your asbestos roofing, vacuum your cavity and all the timber members in it. So there's additional expenses along the way. So if it's a one-off for one home, you leave it in the hands of the professionals, and that's what we do. We put the safety rail up around a job, and then we hand our jobs over to one of our associated allied businesses that we work with, and they come in and they do everything. And at the end of the job, they hand us a certificate of clearance with asbestos, which means it's safe for our tradesmen or our contractors to go back on site and do the roofing work.